So today our group already made an observation of the sun, and our observation was started at 9:30 a.m. until 10:50 a.m. And first thing first, what we do when we arrive at the lab was to listen to Encik Faisal's briefing on how to use the telescope and how to connect the telescope with the application that we use to control the telescope. And then after the short briefing from Encik Faisal, we continue to set up the telescope and we take turn to set up the telescope.
The experience that I and my team member encounter during setting up the telescope is all team member attempting to set up the telescope, starting from aligning its position towards zero, manually using the remote control. After that, we use a compass to orient the telescope toward the north. Lastly, we utilize the sky scan app to find the position of the sun and observe the sun.
So in our sky observation, we have been used two IPs for the telescope, which is Super 10 wide angle long relief eyepiece and Super 25 wide angle long relief eyepiece. Surprisingly, we can see the full shape of the sun by using Super 25 wide angle long relief eyepiece and including the dark spot on the surface of the sun. And when we use the Super 10 wide angle long relief eyepiece, we can only see half of the shape of the sun during the day. So I think it was the best experience, and surprisingly I thought the sun are yellow in color. However, when we use the filter, the color of the sun changed into orange color. So I think it was the best and the surprise encounter that we faced during our sky observation.
The challenges that we faced during the sky observation is most of the time were rain heavily and the crowd were so big, so we need to do the observation during the daylight. It was so hot under the sunlight, but the result was pretty good. And another thing is we are not skillful enough on handling the telescope, So it takes a long time to set up the microscope and observe the sun.
Another challenge that we faced during the observation is difficulty to connect the apps with Wi-Fi. Therefore, we need time to connect the apps with the telescope. Finally, we also not good at using the application used to control the telescope during the observation. So, we need lab assistant guide during the observation in using this application.